Hi everyone, happy Lunar New Year. Today I thought it would be really fun to try something different. I was watching Good Morning America last week and they had a segment with Chef Kathy Fang, who's become very popular on Food Network. And she shared her recipe of these rice balls made in a goji berry date ginger soup. And I thought it'd be really fun to try. Rice balls are made during the Lunar New Year to represent a smooth and round new year. So by consuming them and making them and eating them, hopefully you'll have a very round new year. So I thought this would be really fun. There's only a few ingredients. It's glutinous rice flour, which I got on Amazon. And it's very finely milled so that it's very sticky when you make it. And I got that on Amazon, pretty easy. Date syrup, which you know I love and I already have in my cabinet. I hope you do too now, because we know that's nature's candy full of vitamins and minerals. And what other stuff? We have goji berries, which are full of antioxidants. And then of course we have some ginger and some dates and red food coloring for that pop of lucky color that's used during this time of year. So let's get started. Let's try this out, see what happens. So first I'm going to boil some water to get the water very hot so that when we add it to the glutinous rice flour, it'll start combining and being sticky. They also want you to get warm water available. So I'm going to warm this up in the microwave very quickly, like maybe 30 seconds or so. And this is pretty exciting for me. I've always had a respect and admiration for the Asian culture. I worked with a Chinese staff accountant during my days in Catholic Charities as a finance assistant controller, and she was just so wonderful, so dedicated, and very loyal. And to this day, we still, correspond with one another. And she always sends me a Christmas gift every year, which is so sweet. And some of my most successful working days, I can attribute to her, because just having her on my team just made things a lot easier. So I attribute this to her and to her culture and to her family. So wishing her a very, very, very happy new year. Okay, the water is ready, the warm water. Now, this could go completely wrong, by the way. This is the first time I'm making this. My son's on the couch. I told him to be quiet. So I don't know what's gonna happen, so we'll see. Okay, the water is boiling, and it says to add, I think it says 3 tablespoons of boiling water, and then it says to add the warm water slowly until it becomes kneaded into a ball without being too dry. And the dough should feel a little sticky, but can be kneaded and rolled into a smooth ball. And then we have to split it into 3 parts because we're gonna make 3 different colors. We're gonna make one white, one a little pink, and one really bright red. And then we'll just make the soup, and that's like 5 minutes of boiling time with all the ingredients. And yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, water is boiling. I'm gonna just take the 3 tablespoons. Spatula. I thought I had I don't have my Italian spatula, which I kind of like to have on video, but that's okay. I use my yellow one. And I'm mixing it up. And it's incorporating. I just got some on my shirt. Ugh. I have to get better at that, I know. This is like my 3rd video, which is becoming a lot of fun, but maybe I have to put on an apron next time. Okay, now it's becoming like slowly incorporated. I can see it's becoming like when you put butter into flour and you start putting it into a food processor, it's becoming like small little peas. I don't know if you could see that. But now I'm gonna add the 3 tablespoons of warm water. And let's see, here's one. Was it 3 or 2 of warm? Let me check. Oh, 4 tablespoons of warm. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, now it's really coming together. Let me hold it this way. Yes. See, now I think we can get our hands in there, and I'm actually gonna do that because I start seeing it come together and my spatula can only do so much. So let me take off the jewels. My hands are washed. I always wash my hands before getting into the kitchen. Bracelets have to be lifted. Okay, let's see what goes on here. Okay, this is pretty good. It's like a dough. A dough is forming. Oh, this is a lot of fun. See? It smells like rice. And it's coming together pretty easily. Okay. I feel like I need a little bit more water. I feel like there's a little bit of dough that's not sticking. And this is where just being in the kitchen and just trying new things and getting really into it, it just practice and you'll know and you'll have an intuition of when to add more than what a recipe calls for. Because that happens to me all the time. I was like, wait a minute, I added 4 tablespoons of warm water, you saw me, and I had 3 tablespoons of really hot boiling water, but still this dough is like not, see, look, there's like little, oh, wait, maybe it's just time. Nope, I need just a little bit. I'm just gonna wet my fingertips. That's all I'm gonna do, just to add it together. Yeah, I think I did it. Okay. Stick this in like Play-Doh. I feel like I'm one of my kids. I'm treating the rice ball dough like Play-Doh. That's what I'm doing. I'm picking up all the little pieces with the major ball, and I'm picking up all the little pieces like Play-Doh. See, this is what happens when you spend too much time with your children. But I love them. I love them so much. My life wouldn't be the same without them. I love them so much. Okay, here you go. It's one big ball. So now we have to divide it into 3. I'm just gonna use my hands because that's just a lot easier. Okay, now I have 3 balls. And Chef Kathy Fang says to put like a towel over it so it doesn't become dry, because I do feel that it's becoming a little dry. So I'm going to just keep one aside because that has to be white. And I'm gonna put it in another bowl, not bowl. And I'm gonna cover it so it doesn't become dry. So 1 white, and now let's add, I'd say it says 2 drops of food coloring. Well, now this gets tricky because I don't want to stain my hands. I would get gloves. Hold on a second, because I do have, you know what? I'll just wash my hands. It'll be fine. Let's try. Yeah. Oh, this is fun. It's getting a little dry, I'll tell you the truth. So I'm gonna add just a little water. There we go. That makes life a lot easier. I added a little water, and now it's a lot easier, see, to mix the dough and to get that light pink color. So in the Chinese culture, red is very lucky. It's a very lucky color. So they do different shades of red, well, a light red like a pink, and then a darker red. And today I wore my red shirt, which I don't wear often, but I kind of like the red. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time, but this is like the pink that I got. And then let's make the really red one. And I'm gonna add some more water because it's getting, okay, and I added like 4 drops of food coloring. My hands are not that bad. I feel like it's gonna change right now. And I need more. Yeah. See, with the spatula, I just didn't find it working, like all the mixing. So my aunt always says your hands are your best tools. And I think she's right. Even though right now I wish I would have protected them, because let's look at my hand right now. I'm probably, and I have to go to dinner tonight, so with my dad, imagine I'm gonna have a red stained hand. Any tips for taking that off? Was it baby oil, most likely? Probably baby oil. Or some just good old-fashioned soap, we'll see. Okay, so here's my really red dough. And then I'm just gonna cover them so they don't become super dry. And then all we do is make them really round, like Play-Doh. I should get my kids in here and just do this with me. Okay, I'm gonna roll these out, and then I'm going to get you back on when I make the soup. So, you know, I don't have to keep you here too long. I'll be right back, okay? I'm gonna just continue rolling like Play-Doh. And I would say like the size of like a gumball, like those really big gumballs in the gumball machine, like that. And I'm gonna go wash these too and see if I can get some stuff off. See you soon. Hi, so I'm back, and I rolled all the little balls, and I'll show you what they look like. Ta-da! It was a lot of fun. It was very therapeutic just rolling these balls out. So now what I did is I put all the other ingredients for the soup, and I put that into a pot, and it's currently boiling in some water. So Kathy Fang's recipe includes 1 small knob of ginger, 2 tablespoons of goji berries, 8 dried dates, and 3 tablespoons of brown sugar or date syrup, and I used my date syrup. While it's boiling, I just want to, well, let's drop them in. I'm gonna drop in the balls because I've been boiling the other ingredients in water for about 5 minutes. And so now we're gonna just drop these in for another 5 minutes until they start to float, and then our soup will be ready. So let me put these in just very slowly. You know, we're really not cooking too much. It's just the rice and the water, which shouldn't take too long. Ooh, I dropped one. Oh, it smells so nice. I smell the ginger. Okay, so we'll give or take about 5 more minutes, and then I'll show you what it looks like, and we're gonna taste it for the first time. So I'm really excited about that. I just wanna talk a little bit, very briefly, about goji berries. So if you've never had a goji berry, they're actually really sweet and tart at the same time, and they usually are sold dried, and they're full of vitamin A, and I believe they're full of fiber. Yes, they are full of fiber. Now, I love them because vitamin A is really great for your eyes and cell reproduction and for your immune system. So they might not be like the tastiest to have right out of the bag. Like, they're a little chewy. And they're a little salty too for me. I don't know, I taste a little salt in there. Could be the tartness that I'm tasting that I equate to being salty in my mouth for at least, I don't know. I've had COVID twice, so although I feel like my taste buds are on track to being normal again, I still feel like there's something off here or there. In any case, when if you boil these in water, like we're doing right now, they actually become soft like raisins, you know, they plump up and they're a little bit better in texture in your mouth. So that's goji berry. And then, did I want to talk about anything else? Oh, and just a little, I'm sure most of you know this, ginger. Ginger is like really great for the stomach. So if you ever have like an uneasy, unsettled stomach, ginger powder or even a knob of ginger in some warm water and tea really is a natural way to heal any stomach issues. Or like ginger candy. I actually have a few dry ginger candies that I like to put on my table during the winter with the orange peel powder, which is a nice little snack. An immune boosting healthy snack. Okay, so let's take a look at what these little balls look like. Oh, they're actually like, they're getting bigger. I didn't expect that. They're actually like plumping up and getting a little bigger in size, which is kind of fun. I don't know, it's like a little magic trick, but that makes sense. I mean, it's gluten, right? Like a big dumpling, like there's like a big dumpling being formed. I want to get closer, I think. Let me taste it. Let me just put it, yeah. It's really nice and soft. I think it's almost ready. So I did follow about 5 minutes of me talking and chit-chatting. But you know, that's what I love to do. I hope that you learned something new today, you tried something new, and it's intrigued you. And maybe you want to look up other Chinese Lunar New Year recipes that's fun for the family. And it's always great to get exposed to, I always like it, where you know, you have different perspectives, different cultures, and sometimes even though it's a different culture, there's a connection with yours, which I always find fascinating. And you know, again, food connects us human beings, so it's really fun to see the different elements at play and like what cultures, what they use as their star ingredients. And then sometimes there's a common ground or, you know, a common thread. Okay, I think we're done. Yes, it's 5 minutes. I'm looking at the clock. It's about 5 minutes. I just want to show you what this looks like in a bowl because it looks really pretty and it smells really good. Oh, by the way, I tasted this. Let me just taste. I tasted it before I put the video on. It's very sweet. It's very sweet. I'm gonna have this after my avocado toast for lunch. So that's why, and look at the dates. The dates like swelled up. They also plumped up. Everything got really plump and round for the new year. So hopefully you'll have a lot of abundance and a very smooth new year. Which we could all use, right? I feel like no matter how good your year was last year, I feel like there can always be improvement. Okay, I was gonna put this in a glass bowl, but I don't think that's wise with boiling water. So I'm just gonna get a regular bowl. And let me plate this. I want to get all the colors in here. I want to get the light ones. I want to get the white. I want to get the goji berries, dates, the ginger in here. Oh my God, it's so fun. Okay, here we go. This is what it looks like. Ta-da! Really fun. I hope you enjoy it, and you know, it's a really quick dish to try with your family. Remember, there's a Play-Doh element to this. You get the kids involved, and it smells really great. I can't wait to have it after my avocado toast lunch. So enjoy. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something new, and talk soon. Be well. Bye.